14 Ways to Become More Emotionally Mature. Are you emotionally mature? There's a difference between being mature and being emotionally mature. You can have a receding hairline and be over 6 feet tall and still not be emotionally mature. So, what does it mean to be emotionally mature? When someone is emotionally mature, they can manage their feelings in nearly any situation. They possess empathy for others, and often know how to de-escalate a conflict if necessary. They're the person you go to when you have a tough issue you need to talk about. In today's video, we are going to discuss 14 ways to become more emotionally mature. 1. Practice a pause. Pause before you respond to any situation. Let go of your first emotional response and ask yourself, are there any other options, which might produce better results than this first reaction will? Put your options on paper and think through what each one will create and if that is what you want. 2. Remember we all have the same value. Work on being less judgmental and remind yourself that everyone is in a different class, in the classroom of life, than you are, but we all have the same intrinsic worth. 3. Practice putting yourself in another person's shoes. Figure out what they are afraid of and see how fear is driving their behavior and what they need to feel safe. If you can give reassurance or validation first to quiet their fears, the rest of the interaction will go better. 4. Let go of your need to be right. It is very immature to need to win every argument. Practice agreeing to disagree and not needing to have the last word. 5. Be more flexible. When you don't get your way, you react from a fear of loss, which is selfish and controlling. Whenever you are overly attached to your expectations, you are setting yourself up to suffer. Be more willing to trust the universe that whatever experience it brings, it is here to serve you in some way. Go with the flow more often. 6. Choose gratitude. In every moment of your life, there will be things to complain about, but even more to be grateful for. Your mood depends on where you focus. Choose to focus on what's right more than what's wrong. 7. Be quick to apologize for any bad behavior. The more real, authentic, and vulnerable you are, the better your connections with others will be. Don't try to look perfect, it pushes people away from you. People want to know you're flawed and genuine, they feel safer with you if you are. 8. Work on your self-esteem and how you value yourself. This is the most important thing you can do for better relationships, because fear of failure creates such immature behavior. Choose to see your intrinsic value, and everyone else's, as unchangeable and equal, because life is a classroom, not a test. 9. Be committed to personal growth. Accept that you will always have more to learn. Be open and teachable in every moment. The universe is constantly conspiring to educate you. When you see every experience as a lesson, you show up wiser and more mature. 10. Handle disappointments with grace. Life is going to disappoint you, and often. Get used to it. Choose to trust that there is a reason for every experience and that the universe knows what it's doing. The less you resist what is, the less you will suffer. 11. Be more personally responsible. Whatever situations you are experiencing in your life, at some level you are responsible for them. You may be a victim to some degree, but are you now choosing to stay there? When you own responsibility, you also own the power to change things. If you are a victim of circumstance, you are powerless. Claim the power to create something different in your life. 12. Be a thinker, not a reactor. As human beings, we are destined to be thinkers, not instinctive reactors. When we react without thinking, with little awareness of others, or from a place of fear, we will end up hating ourselves. It is only when we gain control of ourselves and our emotions and learn to think through situations and respond rationally that we like ourselves. 13. Practice basing behavior on principles, not emotions. Psychological maturity is the ability to think about principles, not emotions. Psychological immaturity is being overtaken with emotion and losing sight of the bigger picture. Only if we have a rational approach to our emotions can we be free of paralyzing self-doubt, depression, and fear. You may need to sit down and put on paper what your values and principles are and how you are going to live them. 14. Take responsibility. Have you ever denied something just because you didn't want to admit you were wrong? Sometimes reality can be hard to face, but it's more mature to take responsibility for our actions instead of brushing them away. If we simply ignore that we were wrong during an argument or don't take action on things that are our responsibilities, we can never learn and grow from our mistakes. Being aware, holding yourself accountable, recognizing you were wrong, and learning from your mistakes shows that you're emotionally mature. Not only that, next time you're in the same situation, you won't make the same mistake twice.